15. Let's get a check on our forecast now. Hey, Brooke.
Hey, Bree. Good morning. It's been once again a hot weekend, but officially summer at this point. So we'll continue today to see a very similar overall trend as temperatures climb towards the 90s once more. A beautiful quiet start, though, as you look onto the city from the West Bank here. The Crescent City connection all lit up at 5:15. So we're already feeling like the 80s, of course, and our feels like temperatures are only going to continue to climb as we approach this afternoon. But we don't have a heat advisory issued. So upper 70s to low 90s really just depends on where you're waking up with us. Are the feels like temperatures right now. You'll notice that heat advisory is a little bit further north, but we here across southeast Louisiana are not included today, and we do have the possibility for some additional afternoon showers to help out with brief relief from the heat. But big takeaways, of course, you know the drill here, as this is sort of what we do best. Make sure you're dressing with lighter colors, drinking plenty of water, getting indoors in the AC whenever possible, and if you must be outside for an extended period, take lots of breaks to get in the shade. We'll continue with the 70s on the North Shore and the 80s for South Shore locations, a little bit closer to the mid 70s, closer to the coastline. And as we head into the afternoon time frame, of course, these numbers are going to be a little bit different, but it's already feeling like 90 in New Orleans, 91 at the lakefront, and we were feeling just about as warm at 10 p.m. last night. So, of course, the sun had set by then, and it hasn't quite risen yet. We're about 40 minutes from the sunrise right now. No major storms on the radar picture at the moment. We'll continue to probably see that change a little bit as we get into the 3 to 5 o'clock time frame, peak daytime heating, if you will. So temperatures will fluctuate depending on who gets a little bit of rain, but more than likely will be in the 90s, somewhere between about 92 and 94. So first full week of summer, less widespread rain than we were seeing for the start of the month. Dry and humid conditions as a primary theme, but no tropical development either, which is always good news. Here's the futurecast showcasing the possibility for a couple of those storms as we move into tomorrow, but I think overall we're going to stay mostly quiet. And the water vapor imagery is sort of showing you the big picture setup. We got a lot of dry air off to the northeast here. So you've got that high pressure that we were dealing with over the course of the weekend lifting a bit further northeast, and now we're going to be on the backside of that ridge. So a little more opportunity for a couple quick passing storms during the afternoon time frame. You'll notice these heat warnings all the way across the middle part of the country, and then especially over to the northeast where you're seeing triple-digit temperatures in Washington, D.C., New York, up through Boston, especially where you've got that urban heat effect. So a lot of cities are a little bit warmer because of all the concrete. Here's the high pressure. Again, we're overall experiencing a little bit more of a trough today, so that's going to allow for the possibility of some relief from the heat as this high sinks a little bit further south. But remember, when you're out even around noon over the last 3 afternoons, it's felt like at least 100 plus. You have that 75-degree sun angle, which means that you could get a sunburn along the Gulf Coast in 10 to 15 minutes. So it's just a little bit more intense during this time of year, of course. We'll continue with very consistent overnight lows in the 70s on the North Shore and South Shore, 76 to 78 as a range over the next couple days. And today, I think our rain chances are a little bit higher than we'll have for the rest of the week, somewhere between about 40 and 30% of the coverage area seeing those storms. Still some Saharan dust rolling off the African coast, keeping the Atlantic at bay. No concern for any potential tropical development over the next few days. So we'll continue to hope for the best as we head toward the upcoming stretch here through July. And that's always a good sign. We've had a few storms in the Pacific, but so far nothing off of the list in the Atlantic. Here's your 7-day forecast. Again, a very consistent overall trend, 90s each and every day, somewhere between 92 and 94.